This is Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up. This has 1.2 billion views on YouTube, and I was 700 million of those. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not afraid to admit that I was a dumb kid back in the day, and one of the things that I came on every day after school was I typed in the words, every day I Googled GTA 4 leaked footage. I was wholly disappointed at everything that God had given me. Frankly, GTA 4 leaked footage led me down a dark rabbit hole that I have failed to recover from ever. I ended up getting videos that made no sense as a child. And for instance, one of them always used to be this goddamn video right here. Now, if this game is known as 6 days, 6 days and something, point is, it's a game that never came out. It's a game that frankly looked like Breaking Bad, the video game, for a while. And while it looks really decent, it was just some E3 footage. And every time I'd come home, it was either Rick Ashley saying, "Never gonna give you up," or this game. That's it. That's all it was. Now, ladies and gentlemen, since then, there's been more screenshots that have leaked as a kid. For instance, this is one that I think most people can remember. If you were somewhere of my age and doing the exact same thing, you've seen this footage. Now, I don't know what kind of fucking Elden Ring shit is going on over here, but she's got a goddamn mace in her hand. She's got 100 points of health, 92 points of armor, 73 points of magic, and a 3-star wanted rating. The mace, I don't know why. All right, I don't know if she's there to fight like Lotric. She's doing something crazy. Now, of course, this footage is about 3 NPCs, and it appears to be taking place in some Latin American area. I don't know what's up with a map in the corner, because frankly, that snow globe design is one of the ugliest forms of user interfaces out there, okay? Frankly, I'm just stating it for the record. And again, don't matter the fact that it's all blurry as hell anyways. Every single person taking a photo of GTA leaks always has the worst camera known to man, okay? It's like the same people who are trying to find Bigfoot are the ones looking in here. That's all I'm saying. Now, of course, GTA 6 leaks have always been a thing. I'm a huge fan of GTA leaks. No matter how old I get, no matter how much I think, I'm always going to be a sucker when it comes to leaking in this game. I've done the same for GTA 5, and I'm doing the same for GTA 6, inadvertently so. Now, a lot of news sites recently have trended GTA 6, and for instance, some of them, like Dexerto, have straight up said, on April 24th, fake GTA 6 artwork fools Twitch streamers, where they looked at like a Dark Viper tweet where he was like, Twitch confirms the box art for GTA 6. Man, I can smell the sarcasm here. What the hell is wrong with games journalism? Jesus Christ. Now, of course, when Twitch finds a game, they actually look at a website known as IGDB, from what I know. And basically, you can put anything up. I could put, Polly Pocket, hunting, whatever down here. I could do that. And that's what Twitch might be able to pick up. Again, this site also lists GTA Heist as a game, which I don't even think is a real title. I think it just got put up there. All right, frankly, I could put an image from Guns the Duel, and Twitch would probably believe it. Now, of course, that doesn't mean anything got leaked. Frankly, this is just some bug error. It's actually been removed by now. But this is one of the starts to GTA 6 leaks. Obviously, we know the game is in active development. And when the game is in active development, you got people like Mr. Boss for the win saying GTA 6 trailer reveal countdown. I don't know how anybody... Look, I know that GTA content is drier than a nun's pussy, but I don't even know how you can do this, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not real. There's no trailer release. Do not fall for the videos are 8 minutes long. They're trying to get the goddamn mid-rolls. That's all it is. It's like Fernando when he's like, hey, I found GTA 6 on eBay. It's not real. It never was real. The only people falling for it are like embryos, okay? And even then, they're not falling for it, okay? The embryos are getting smarter. It's bad when the voice actor for GTA 5, Michael DeSanta, like Ned Luke, actually calls out one of these channels. This is the funniest video I've ever seen in a long time. And every time I'm having a bad day, I watch this video to remind myself that I'm not one of those channels.
What was this? They said that GTA 6 going to be made in Vice City. How do these people get all this information on what's going to be what? People, do you not understand? Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from, Boss Man, Fuck the World, or whatever his name is, or any of those guys.
When an actual voice actor knows you by name, it's probably time to stop, okay? You're embarrassing the GTA community. Stop that, okay? Now, to understand, GTA 6 is something that I'm excited for because I'm primarily a big single-player gamer. Look, as somebody that has criticized Rockstar for their blatant crappy monetization and their laziness with GTA 5 re-releases, I can be upfront and say, look, as bad as the season passes, the GTA Plus crappy subscription, and the shark card monetization, and the lack of proper IP masking, I can at least say the single player experiences for these games are good. Look, online is always a sacrificial lamb, okay? The online is always designed by the most bankrupt executives imaginable, but the single player is always a labor of love. As somebody that's loved the dark, gritty world of GTA 4's Niko Bellic, the vibrant, heat-like world of GTA 5, where literally it's a reference to one of my favorite movies of all time, and the amazing single-player experience of Red Dead Redemption 2. Look, I know Rockstar Games is known for some linear game design, but that's where they really excel in when it comes to these well-crafted open-world experiences that honestly become my most played games ever. Red Dead Redemption 2 alone is a game I play every year because of how good it is. It's one of the best Rockstar games that I've experienced, and it's a testament to how impressive their single-player commitment is. Every time somebody says, Rockstar ain't designing good single-player games, look, 5 years after they made GTA 5, they made Red Dead Redemption 2, and people loved it. And I'm sure in the next, year, whatever, 2 years, by 2023, 2024, 2025, when GTA 6 is predicted, I'm sure it'll blow the socks off of anybody. When it comes to the world design of GTA 5 and the world simulation, it is still leagues better than current games set in open worlds today. The only game to come close is Watch Dogs 2, and that's because you can really manipulate the AI so much that it basically becomes Chaos Simulator Extreme. Now, of course, when a game as good as GTA 5, that was released in the PS3 era, with PS3 roots, still has world simulation that good, I can only imagine what Rockstar Games is going to be able to do with the power of the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and the Series X. I mean, honestly, the sky is kind of the limit, and with the bunch of patents we've seen regarding traffic systems, I would absolutely be interested in seeing exactly how Rockstar implements that stuff for the next-gen systems. I love exploring the world of Los Santos and Liberty City just to see how much detail has went into designing those worlds, and to this day, I'm still finding new shit. Now, I always like covering the brain-dead little coverage of GTA 6 being in active development. This comes from the French side of the world. Visiblement, les nouvelles visions des moteurs graphiques de Rockstar Game, Rage 9, qui serait utilisé pour GTA 6 reste autre assez incroyable. Je peux avoir des retours très positifs. On devrait vraiment ne pas être déçu sur ces points. On parle d'une moteur en avance sur son temps. Now, for people who don't speak French, basically saying, you guys know that GTA 6's new game engine looks ballin' as fuck? Boys, it might be advanced. Now, to understand, I'm not really surprised. Rockstar Games has been pushing graphics like no tomorrow. Like I said, GTA 5 still blows me away visually. Red Dead Redemption 2 still knocks my balls off, okay? I get a diamond cock whenever I look at the graphics on that game, and I'm not afraid to admit it that I've had wet dreams on how good these games look in recent times. Now, of course, the gap between developing these games is obviously apparent. Back in the days for the PlayStation 2, Rockstar was pumping out GTA games like it was candy. GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories. And to understand, it was obviously, smaller scale titles compared to the stuff they make now, and for those Stories games, obviously re-releasing map assets wasn't that difficult. They ran on renderware, and they basically were easier to develop, of course, because they were lighter games. They were smaller scope titles for the time. And of course, as graphics got more intense and the world simulation got wilder and the games became more denser and more complex, obviously development times really increase. You can increase the production size, you can increase the budget, but that only increases the time it takes to develop a game that is appropriately designed for the budgets and teams assigned. Of course, the Rockstar Advanced Game Engine was so good that it has still to this day the best, and I mean the best ragdoll effects one could find. If you don't know, they basically use something from natural emotion called euphoria or endorphin. And while this is an example of it, you can actually see the AI here is being poked by basically a collider, and it's actually responding like a real human would, looking around the objects, crashing in. The ragdolls have never looked this good. Even in GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, the ragdolls are not as good as GTA 4, which back in the 360 PS3 PC days, while they looked amazing, absolutely killed performance. We're talking 25 frames per second averages just to get some of the most hyper-realistic fucking ragdoll effects mankind has ever seen. And to this day, no game has ever truly matched it. Again, if you want to download Natural Vision's version of their learning tool and try it out for yourself, you absolutely can. Or you can buy GTA 4 and experience it for yourself. Seriously, jump out of a car in that game and just be blown away by how natural and how unique each and every ragdoll is. Seriously, no other game has ever come close, nor will they ever even get close to it. Now, of course, since then, there have been more leaks. Like, hey guys, according to my latest sources, this will be the GTA 6 map. Keep in mind, that is not confirmed and can turn out to be fake. So according to your latest source, this was the map, but also it could be fake. Nobody will know what the map is like. Okay, listen, we have a few options. We have San Fierro, Las Venturas, and I don't want to go back to San Andreas, so fuck that. We've also got, Carcer City, but that's not going to be a thing. The only logical choice would be Vice City. It's the only major city in GTA franchise that hasn't been touched by the HD systems. And frankly, we got to touch modern Vice City. Not just 80s Vice City, but modern Miami of today. Of course, one of the credible leaks was actually the Fred's Fun World, which was actually a nice little showcase. Now, this appeared to be a leak from development where somebody showed like one of the amusement park areas of Vice City's map, or like GTA 6's Vice City. Now again, they actually had an art style for what is Fred Quincy. Now of course it's matched into GTA's character design, which wouldn't necessarily be hard to do, but of course you've also got the actual design for the world, and it's filled with Rockstar jokes, all the dick jokes one could imagine. Plundering Cells, Balls Cove, The Dragon's Hole, Pitch Tent, Juicy Wieners. Man, this game was made by 12-year-olds. Christ almighty. Will reach deep inside you. Now, of course, this could be very well fake, but given its styling, I could absolutely believe that it's real and something out of the actual development. Now, of course, because of this, GTA 6's leak community has gotten so insane that they've actually designed maps for the entire thing. Proper UI, look at that, actual video footage. Of course, they've got icons, and ignore the Joker shit. I mean, that's... Oh, I don't know why the Joker memes had to exist here. But of course, they've actually got game world design. They've got icons all the way over here. They've referenced the state of Florida, which actually exists in the GTA universe. Don't be surprised. And multiple cities and Vice City. They've got multiple things like mechanics, gyms, street races, and more Joker. And of course, that's just an example. I don't know why they copied the GTA 5 UI down to a T, but it is what it is. Somebody's got to make a fake out of nowhere. You've also got a few screenshots, like for instance, this one was pretty convincing for a while. People used to think this might have been real. Now again, you might be wondering, why are the screenshots so blurry? I like to think that the same people who are trying to find Bigfoot are the same people who are trying to work, again, building these screenshots. Listen, most modern gaming systems have built-in screenshot features. Why do we need to still take off screenshots like this? Like, stop it! Just use the share button. That's what it's there for. Now again, you've got crop dusters flying over what's believed to be Vice City. Now some people tried isolating this and thinking it was part of the game The Crew 2, but it seems like it's a pretty unique screenshot. Again, not terribly difficult to fake, but it could be one of the first official screenshots. This is one shot of them looking above the clouds. Again, could have been really anything. That actually looks like it's straight out of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll just straight up be honest. But then you've got one down here where they actually add extra things like, hey, look at that frame rate counter right there. Look at that map design. Hey, did you get a look at that world up there? Look at that sun. Again, though, I'm going to be real. None of these look real to me, okay? None of these look real to me. I've been falling into the GTA leak rabbit hole, and frankly, I've always been disappointed out of it. I'm sure when the game actually releases, I'm going to be laughing at how fake these are in comparison. Then again, hey, who knows? They could be real. Sometimes leaks come out to be true. One of the actual screenshots and memes that I like is this. This is literally the example of every leak. Again, it's implied that everyone who leaks something has like some severe cataracts or something, because if it's not blurry, it can't actually be a leak. Again, you've got an image of Tommy Vercetti in cargo shorts running around what appears to be Vice City down to the goddamn UI and shooting up places. I don't know what's going on. Like, if you look at it, there's a tank pointing the barrel right at Tommy's face. You've got 2 sports cars and a goddamn Sparrow. There's no way you're surviving that holding what appears to be a micro SMG. Unless God is willing to intervene or you have the cheat codes ready to launch within 2 seconds. I don't believe that's a win right there, but that's just one of the example GT. It's a meme, all right? It is what. That's not a real leak. No one's claiming it's real. But I'm sure if you posted this shit on a forum somewhere, somebody somewhere might be gullible enough to believe it. You might be able to rickroll somebody in 2022 by hyperlinking that to the actual Rick Ashley song. I wouldn't recommend you do it, but I'm sure somebody's already fallen for it. Of course, something that I could believe is Elon Musk saying, brother, next I'm going to buy Rockstar and release GTA 6 next month. Wouldn't doubt it. actually would welcome it, okay? I think that'd be a better use of his money than buying a shithole bird app. Now, there's been a couple leaks like Project Americas, where basically the general idea is when they're setting the game in Vice City, the drug trade is going to be a big aspect, so it'd be interesting to see them start the game in the 1980s and then move all the way up to the modern day, which reminds me of one of my favorite games, Driver Parallel Lines. If you've never played that game, it starts off in the 70s, and halfway in, your character gets arrested, and the game shifts all the way to the year 2000, and all of a sudden, the tone shifts, the world shifts, the vehicle shifts, the HUD shifts, and the game becomes totally different. And if you've never tried a game like that, absolutely recommend you pick it up for a few bucks on Steam. Give it a chance. Absolutely worth your time. But of course, beyond something like that, it would be interesting to see Rockstar cover it, especially when they talked about the aspect of an evolving map. So in single player, I would like to see something from like Vice City in the 80s, and then all the way into like something in the 2020s. You know, things could change. Weapons could be different. Vehicles are different. The character stylings are different. You know, you could literally be using a pager, and all of a sudden you have access to a mobile phone like in traditional modern GTA games. So it'd be interesting to see them cover that. One thing I'd love to see is the 3-character switching system brought back again. You know, I like the aspect of having multiple protagonists that you constantly switch between. And if you're going to do that, give them all their own gameplay loop, you know? I would love to see them bring back the drug dealing minigame from Chinatown Wars. It was so fun to find all the dealers in Liberty City and basically start from $1,000 and make all the way to millions within the course of a day on your Nintendo DS. I'd love to see them evolve that and bring it to the modern day systems. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, GTA 6, as much negative as I talk about Rockstar games, I am genuinely excited to play the single player for Grand Theft Auto 6. And I'm not hyped. I like to keep my hype in check. I don't like to blow these games to astronomical proportions, but I do know when Rockstar releases GTA 6, it will be a generational leap over whatever they've made. Literally, they missed an entire gaming generation without a GTA title. So it'd be interesting to see what Rockstar comes up with, and I'm sure the online would be the most bastardized, monetized system out there. We're talking season passes. We're talking shark cards up the ass. Second mortgages needed to afford stuff. And you know what? They probably still won't figure out the IP masking bullshit. But I'm not here for the online. That's always been a bonus. That's always been like a piece of crap icing on otherwise a brilliant single player cake. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I'm excited. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.